Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News, and we've got a couple of videos coming your way today. December 23rd, the Christmas Eve of Christmas Eve. I hope everyone's having a very safe and happy holiday season, and if you are not with your family right now due to restrictions in travel or whatnot, we are here for you. You can call the voicemail line, 401-213-9828. Tell me what you want to tell me about the show or life in general. I'll be here to listen and maybe get back to you. All right, so Michelle and Nate found love just a few days ago, of course. September 9th, 2021, Nate proposed to Michelle. She said yes. And then it was made official Tuesday after the final rose when they finally were able to share their love in the public. They received a Christmas bonus, a relationship bonus, and a Bachelorette bonus of $200,000 in a gingerbread house, which is very funny because when they brought the gingerbread house out as a gift, they thought that the gingerbread house was the gift. I'll play that video for you. I'll also play for you what people are saying about the bonus. Was it unfair? Now, do I think it was unfair? I mean, no one else got the bonus that was a lead, so would that make it unfair? You could argue that point, but I think that would be a very obnoxious way to look at it. I'm sure Bachelor, no one paid this out of their pockets. They didn't pass the hat around. Hey, we're gonna do a bonus for Michelle. Oh, here's 150 grand. No. They had money left over. They gave it to them. You know what I mean? Some people said, oh, it's because Katie's wardrobe was just a bunch of green t-shirts. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why they had some money left over. Excuse me. We'll get into it. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. And today at noon, I'll be going live on Patreon, patreon.com/DaveNeal for private membership-only videos. Now that I got my new laptop, this is our first video. Cheers to you guys with our new laptop. I'm streaming this in 4K. We'll have to see how it turns out. That doesn't mean you have to watch it in 4K. That means you just have the potential to. But you probably shouldn't notice too much of a difference on your end. But on my end, I've upgraded thousands of dollars. Not quite $200,000, but yeah, probably $9,000 to $10,000 of new gear that's happening right now. Merry Christmas to me. If you want to see my reaction to hitting 50,000 subscribers, you can go to my Instagram where I posted that. You guys have been so generous. By the way, if you didn't, I'll just show you this. If you didn't watch my live stream, this happened, okay, while we were live streaming the other night. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to thank you for Brendan Quinn. Let's have a recap, huh? And Brighton. How you guys doing out there? That's Cassie's boyfriend. We'll get the voicemail line going, 401-213-9828, and we will get this party going. To show you this real quick. We didn't know if we were going to get to this number the moment we hit 50K. Here it comes, folks. But the next subscriber is 50,000 subscribers. There it is, folks. 50,000. Thank you guys so much for that. All right, that's enough. You can go watch that on Instagram if you want. All right, let's get into this video. This was posted on Reddit. This was the moment Michelle and so this was the moment they brought up the gingerbread house, and Michelle and Nate thought that the gift that they received was the gingerbread house. Now, it's not great quality, but let's see if we can watch this here. So, it's a little dark. And Michelle goes, wow, this is cute.
A gingerbread house. I think you can open the roof. You can open, it's a little gift in there. Oh.
So they literally, you ever get a present? You got to brush up, guys. You got to brush up on your ability to feign excitement this holiday season. A lot of us have been socially distancing. We haven't had to open presents with people in person. When you open a present on Zoom, you can put your laptop down and go off camera and go, what the hell is this? I don't need this. But you go, oh, this is nice. Thanks, Aunt Betty. I really needed this, whatever, the hell it is. I'm not going to improving today. So here's their reaction.
What's going on over here? Whoa!
Yeah, that right there is from us in the Bachelor family.
They still don't know how much.
And that is I'm gonna cry. That's a down payment on your first home together.
How about that, folks? They didn't pull the check out, so no one in the audience knew what it was. She said it to Nate, but he didn't hear her. She said that's $200,000. I don't think he understands. And then she just said it again. It's $200,000. You ever get a present from a rich aunt or uncle? Doesn't happen here. But by the way, I wanted to thank you guys for the donations. Maggie May, 50. Natalie, 50. Sarai, 10. Jalisa, 4. $2. Jody, 5. Jody, 10 from the live stream. Thank you guys so much. And Luis donated 50 today for the 50,000. Thank you guys. Don't have to do that. I really appreciate it. I'm not asking for donations, but I truly appreciate all the generosity. So this $200,000 goes a long way in Minnesota. Let me tell you that. But how great was it? Thankful for live television, because I'm sure the producers didn't want us to know it was $200,000. No, maybe they did want to know. Maybe they were flexing their money. I thought for sure it was going to be like $5,000 for school supplies. I didn't even know the $200,000 bit until I saw everyone freaking out in the comments. Yeah, it was $200,000. The question is, what's the stipulation? What's the, so here, this is, wait, hold on. This is what I hate about this website. They're just nonstop playing videos here. Here they are. Okay, so many pop-ups. I have a pop-up blocker, folks. Okay, they fight them. So this is them going, yo. That's that moment that we all have. This is the most humanizing moment in the world, because this is, yo, that's for real. There's a number on the other side of that, and it looks weird. That number looks like something I've never seen before. You get a check for your first four. You ever get your first 4-figure check? Normally, you're growing up, you get $20 here, $50, $100, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's a crooked number. That's 1,000. And then maybe you get lucky enough. You're like, oh, we're in the 10,000. Wow, what's this? 200,000. That's a lot of, that's a decent amount of decibels. I know some of you guys are killing it out there. Donate to the toy drive. So anyway, this is the moment they blow the roof off the gingerbread house. It's a fine gingerbread house. It's probably made out of porcelain, unlike our gingerbread houses, which are homegrown. So here are some interview questions we'll read. You shared some of your future plans. Nate, you're moving to Minnesota where Michelle lives, and you two are house hunting. The franchise also, in a first and to much surprise, gave you a $200,000 down payment for your home. What does this gift mean to you as you start a life together? So it was pretty well stated that this was a large sum of money given to them. Like they weren't, I don't know, the producers weren't trying to hide it. Sorry, I'm working on I got to fix a graphic here while I talk to you guys. So Michelle says, happy house shopping was a very early conversation. Both Nate and I talked logistics and looked at it very realistically. He's in Texas, I'm in Minnesota. How are we going to do this? How are we going to navigate a relationship? How we both and we both just wanted to dive in. So we've been house shopping, and the show knew we were house shopping, but we had no idea that we were going to give such a generous gift. It gives us momentum, and we so appreciate it. Not that we wouldn't have necessarily gotten there ourselves, but the support is just so crazy appreciated. I love that she threw that in there. Hey, we would have got there ourselves. We didn't need charity. We appreciate it. And she's right. They would have gotten there themselves. I'm not going to share the comment of this person because I don't want to blast them. But one of my people, someone who commented, said, you know what? This is a disgrace. This is why I don't want to watch the show anymore. They should have donated that money to charity. That's what they said. Now here, I just a quick Google search, median income teacher in Minnesota. Now, $64,000 might go a long way in a low cost of living area. My guess is Minneapolis isn't that low of a cost of an area. Maybe it is compared to LA or Miami or some other places, but my guess is any city, just like Nashville, the prices have gone up. I'm sure. But $64,000, you're buying your own school supplies. We need to normalize that that's not a lot of money, considering what politicians make. Do you really think Ted Cruz, at $200,000 plus whatever lobbyists are paying him, I'm sure it's over $1 million a year. Do you really think he works harder than the teachers that are up pre-sunrise sculpting the brains of our youth? Oh, come on, it's a disgrace. You do a quick Google search of a defense contractor. Do arms dealers, do they deserve more money than teachers? We really need to change the way we look at but teachers get the summers off. Well, you know what? I think there's several public servants in our country that if we pay them more money and find more money, which our country has, we just signed $1 trillion checks for unlimited wars and this and that. Well, we need to defend ourselves. We need to defend from within by creating, and I'll get it going today, folks. We need to defend from within our borders. I think that's what we've learned, right? That the enemy is not always from the outside, but the enemy can be ignorance. The enemy can be not knowing or not being taught certain things about our history and how we move forward and how we critically think and all these things, how to be good, upstanding citizens. And smart minds don't always want to go into teaching. And people go, oh, I love teaching this and that. I can't tell you how many comments I get from you guys that say, I used to teach. I was burnt. I was burnt to my core. I couldn't do it anymore. I was underappreciated and I was undervalued. A $200,000 check by the Bachelorette producers to, and forget Nate from this conversation, to Michelle. I think we can write that one off as a good deed. Don't you guys? I mean, just absolutely ridiculous that people would think, oh, it needs to go to charity. Michelle, you know what I mean? The zero-sum game, like, well, if it doesn't go to Toys for Tots, it's no good. No, donate to Toys for Tots, but invest in the teachers, the infrastructure that makes our country, or that should make our country one of the best in the world. We should have a country where people want to get into teaching because that is lucrative. But instead, you just make money pushing numbers around, working in finance on Wall Street. And these are the facts. I have a business degree. Trust me when I say that the people that get into, yeah, you might be good with numbers. Yeah, you might have a strong work ethic. But the people that are making millions because they work in investment or different, that they're not taking some sort of wilder risk. They're just in a capitalistic world where they're able to profit more. And that's fine. They should have the right to make a lot of money, but teachers should as well. And of course, Michelle, we'll see if she sticks around. I've said this all along. I just don't see a scenario in which Michelle remains a teacher. One Instagram post can pay your teacher's salary. And it's not to say that that would even be a sellout thing for her to do. With 1 million Instagram followers, she can literally teach 1 million people versus being in a classroom with 20. I'm not saying it wouldn't be noble for her to stick around, but money talks, and we'll have to see, she's in her late 20s, maybe she's 30. We'll have to see in 5 years down the road if it's something that's sustainable for her. But we wish her the best regardless. Here's Nate's response to receiving this money. Grateful and thankful, truly, 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 words cannot express what this means to Michelle and I, to the producers, executives, handlers, audio and visual, and everyone else involved with Bachelorette ABC. We are so appreciative and feel overwhelmingly supported and loved. I'll tell you what, though, if you watch the finale, you might not be thanking the audio engineers. They really dropped the ball on that one. Can't wait for the housewarming party in Minneapolis. Hey, am I invited, Nate? Let me come to the housewarming party. Come on, I'll bring some Tito's. Let's see here. I don't think that's, all right. So, here's another funny moment from the two. We're going to be pulling apart a lot of funny moments now that we're getting to see their sort of unscripted personality, unedited. I'm crying. This is so funny. Nate thought the interviewer said seasoning. Just have a listen, folks. This is the interviewer asking a question, and Nate got it wrong.
Lowry's.
Wait, who's going to tell him?
Hold on. Let's start this from the beginning.
Favorite season?
Lowry's.
Wait, who's going to tell him?
What's wrong with Lowry's?
Favorite season.
I want to say seasoning.
Spring, fall.
All right, I'm going to start this again. So the interviewer asked what his favorite season is, and Nate thinks the interviewer asked what his favorite seasoning is. Let's just watch this one more time.
Favorite season?
Lowry's.
Wait, who's going to tell him?
What's wrong with Lowry's?
Favorite season.
I want to say seasoning.
Spring, fall, winter.
He's like,
Here's the deal.
paprika.
Favorite
He's like, I like paprika. I like what's that crab? The crab seasoning people. Whatever. Okay, all right, we get it. Just a stupid, funny moment. Michelle's response to the bonus last night was a special one for the Young and Olukoya family. I'm sorry if I'm not. We've called him Nate the whole time. I haven't really worked out his name. Olukoya family. Nate and I cannot express how grateful we are to have received the incredibly generous gift that we will be using to purchase our first home together. Although the Bachelorette journey has come to an end, we're so excited to bring y'all with us as we start our life together. Housewarming invites to be sent soon. What's really funny? And again, it's not a zero-sum game. They got the bonus. Katie and other past Bachelorette and Bachelors didn't. That's fine. But what's funny is I was watching the Katie Thurston, John Hersey live stream. You can see the recap I made about that. And there was a really interesting moment where John Hersey was responding to haters who said, like, he's changed and he's a big shot now. And he said he read those comments while he was mopping up after working his bartending job. I would consider bartending a pretty blue-collar job. Yeah, it can be lucrative. You can make some good money, of course. Your feet are sticky. You're talking to drunks. A lot of times they're harassing you. It is a really tough industry to get into, and it's a tough one to leave because the money is good, but you're working late at night. You're missing your family. You're off on. So for him to read these comments being like, oh, you did this for fame, you're this, you're that, and he's like, he's like, all right, let me go back to mopping, doing his own janitorial work, which is of course a fine and noble profession, but the fact that he had to defend himself, it just goes to show how disconnected some audience members are, not just in our community, but in general. People think, oh, you're a sellout, you're this or that, you're fame hungry, oh, Michelle shouldn't get the bonus, it should go to charity. It's just like we're so backwards thinking. Here's Blake's response. He's always pretty level-headed, but here's his response to the bonus.
What? Why? How? I feel like if I was any of the other leads, I'd feel gypped as fuck. But that's cool. Good for them. They're going to go put a down payment, I guess, on a house or something.
Okay, and of course, I am not one to shame anybody who says terms that they don't realize are offensive yet. But I think we're not saying gypped anymore. I think we're not saying it refers to the gypsies and I don't know. Well, I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm going to err on the side of not using that term to refer to someone getting ripped off. Even though I have been, while studying abroad, I have been ripped off by a group of gypsies. That's just a fact. I was robbed. But hey, that's just my story. I'm not going to, throw the whole nomadic culture under the bus. But maybe someone else would. That's on you guys. All right. Let me know what you guys think. This video took a weird turn. I've got more content coming your way. Again, thank you for all the people that have either donated or just shown me so much love on Instagram and social media, shared a bunch of posts for 50,000. You guys are a part of this celebration. I appreciate you all so much. Let me know what you think of the maybe the stream looks a little cleaner now. Moving forward, I'm gonna figure out all the bells and whistles. I've upgraded my software, my hardware, my camera wear. Pretty much everything but this sweatshirt has been upgraded. All right, let me know what you guys think. We'll talk to you in a little bit.